Welcome to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, and today I'll be playing an 1850-point Maelstrom of War mission with my Dark Angels facing off against Danny's Necrons. So the story here is that an Imperial world suddenly found out that they also were a Tomb World. A Tomb World opened up and woke up, and Necrons started pouring out. So the Imperium snapped into action, trying to take care of the Xenos threat. So they threw the Dark Angels were the closest and responded to the newly opened Tomb World and have come in. Most of the people on the planet have already been evacuated or have run for cover. So we're going to be fighting in this beat up city that's been shelled as much as possible before sending in the troops to try to clean up the Necrons and try to take them out before they start to expand and take over the world. So 1850-point battle, Maelstrom of War. So before we go any further, I'll show you the two armies. For the Dark Angels, I'll be running a Combined Arms Detachment and a Raven Wing Strike Force. So to start the Combined Arms Detachment, we have Ezekiel, level 3 Librarian. We have an Interrogator Chaplain with Terminator Armor. We have two 5-man scout squads with camo cloaks and sniper rifles. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad with a Land Raider Crusader with a multi-melta upgrade as a dedicated transport. We have a Mortis Pattern Dreadnought with two twin link las cannons. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with two grav cannons and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. And we have another 5-man Dev squad with two grav cannons and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. With the new changes to the ITC, I'm running a Ravenwing Strike Force led by a level 2 Librarian on a bike. We have a 3-man Ravenwing squad with two plasma guns. We have a 1-man Ravenwing Attack Bike squad with a multi-melta upgrade. And we have a 4-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad with one grenade launcher. So for the Necrons, he'll be running a Decurion detachment. So for the Reclamation Legion portion of that, he has a Necron Overlord who's equipped with a War Scythe, a Phase Shifter, and the Nightmare Shroud. We have a Ghost Ark with 10 warriors. We have another Ghost Ark with 10 warriors. We have a squad of 16 warriors. We have a squad of 10 Immortals with Tesla carbines. We have another 10-man squad of Immortals with Tesla carbines. And we have 3 Tomb Blades with shield vanes and nebule scopes. For the Canoptic Harvest portion of the Decurion detachment, we have a Tomb Spider. We have 5 Canoptic Scarab Swarms. We have 5 Canoptic Wraiths with 2 Whip Coils. And for the Star God portion of the Decurion detachment, we have a Transcendent Catan Shard. Psychic powers for the Dark Angels, both my Librarians rolled on Interromancy. So they both rolled and got the Mindworm Primaris. They both rolled and got Seed of Fear, and they both rolled and got Maelstrom of Misery. And then Ezekiel also got Trephination as his third power. Alright, so those are the armies and the psychic powers. So here we have the deployment for the Necrons. We got the 5-man Wraith squad there. We've got the Ghost Ark. We've got the 16-man Immortal Warrior squad with the Warlord in there. We've got Scarabs. We've got the Spider back there. Got another Ghost Ark here. We got some Immortals, some more Immortals back there in the building. And then we got the Tomb Blades. Then for the Dark Angels, we've got some infiltrating scouts up here. We've got the Black Knights with the Biker Librarian attached to it right there. We've got an attack bike here. Got some more scouts just kind of hanging out in this building here. We got the Land Raider with the Deathwing Knights and the Interrogator Chaplain inside. He's the Warlord. And then we've got the Ravenwing Bikers here with the plasma guns. We have a 5-man Dev squad with grav cannons and Ezekiel inside of this Rhino. We've got the Dreadnought here, Mortis Pattern Dreadnought. Then we have another 5-man Dev squad with the grav cannons in here. So that's the way it's worked out. We've got the objectives here. We've got Objective 1, Objective 2, Objective 3 is right here. Objective 4 is right over there. Objective 5 is on top of that building. And Objective 6 is right out here. So Dark Angels, we won the roll-off to go first. So we deployed and are going to go first. So now we'll see if the Necrons can seize the initiative On the 6+, can he do it? No, it's a 5. So close. Off by 1. So close. Well, since you were so close, we'll give you second turn. How's that sound? Okay, deal. So he'll take second turn as a consolation for coming close. So that's the way it works out. We'll come back to you at the end of movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 1. All right, so we're playing Contact Lost, so I draw 1 card in the first turn. So I got Blood and Guts, which is just destroy an enemy unit in the assault phase, so I'm probably not going to get that first turn. So basically we'll be drawing up to 6 objectives each turn based upon the number of objectives that we control. So we'll come back to you after movement phase there. All right, so that's the movement phase for Dark Angels. This squad kind of shot up, he shot up, these guys shot up, they shot up, they shot up. So a lot of moving, really trying to take it to the Necrons here. We'll see how that works. So I'm going to move into Psychic phase. I rolled a 4, which leaves me with 9 dice. Leaves my opponent with 4. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll Trephination from Ezekiel inside here. We're going to try to target them. So I'm going to roll 4 dice. I need 2 warp charges. I get it with the super barrels. All right. So I've got, I got it with 4, so you're gonna let that go? Gonna let that go. All right, let's roll perils, see what happens. I roll a 4, which I think is just take a wound, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Ezekiel might be down to 2, but it definitely goes off. So we'll resolve that and come back to you with that. All right, so he rolled he rolled a 12 on the 2d6, so it became a 14 minus his leadership of 10. So he got 4 wounds. He had a 3+ invulnerable, so he took 1 wound. So this guy right here with the whip coils is down to 1 wound. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go on to Maelstrom of Misery. Again from Ezekiel here. He's going to cast it over on these guys. So see it goes off. I need 2. I do not get it. All right. So either I'm killing myself or I'm just not getting the powers. Fair enough. I guess that's how it goes. All right, so that's the end of the Psychic phase. We'll come back to you with Shooting phase for Dark Angel on turn 1. All right, so on to the Shooting phase. He's going to fire on the Ghost Arc back there. He already said he'll jink. So I've got 2 las cannons going, hitting on 3s. Both hit. What's the 13 right now? So looking for Force to Glance. I've got 2 pens. So 2 4 up. Got 1 at least. What's the other one? Move him out? Nope. So 1 goes through. So that's +1 for being open top, +1 for being AP2. 5. So weapon destroyed. So he takes a hull point and he has a weapon destroyed.
Yep. So lows and highs for front or back.
Sure. So 1 2 3 on the right side. 4 5 6 on the left side. 1. So 1 2 3. So front side. So all right. So he's taking a hull point, and that also loses his +2.
So he's now armor 11.
So now he's armor 11 all around. So pretty good. Not bad. All right. Moving on. All right. These scouts here. We're gonna fire on his Catan over there. So I've got 5 shots hitting on 3s because they're lovely ballistic skill 4 now. Okay, doesn't help if you roll 2s. All right, so I got 2 shots, wounded on 4s. All right, fair enough. Roll 2 1s. That's good. You guys are, I guess, scouts. Can't really hope for much more. All right, these guys are going to fire on him as well. Hopefully they can do better than their stupid brothers. Hitting on 3s? Nope, they cannot do better than their stupid brothers. Oh, it's a precision shot on the squad of 1 guy. So he's going to wound on a 4. Oh, hey, wounds on a 4. So now he gets his save. What's he have?
4 up invul.
4 up invul save. Yep, he saved it. So nothing on there. All right, that's the end of my shooting phase because these guys turbo boosted. They kind of he went flat out, didn't immobilize, which is good. They turbo boosted, and these guys just flatted out too. So everyone else cannot shoot. So not going to be any charges. So we'll come back to you after. We'll show you the card that's drawn by Necrons on turn 1, and come back to you with their movement. All right, Necrons drew Secure Objective 4 as their first one, so that's being held by my scouts currently. So we'll see what happens there. So now we'll come back to you after movement phase for Necrons on turn 1. All right, Necron movement phase. Everyone kind of moved up here. Tomb Blades are looking at taking out the scouts over here, I imagine. I don't know, I can't read his mind. Everyone else kind of just moved up to kind of face off against my army here. So right along the line. He looks like he turned around, so the side that doesn't have the ruined guns is facing towards me. And these guys ran up in here towards them. So that's the movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you with shooting phase. All right, so the Ghost Arc is going to shoot into the Rhino over here. So he's going to be snap shooting. He's got 10 shots because he's in rapid fire range. So hitting on 6s. Ooh, what? Oh man, there we go. So 4 hits.
And then 6s to
And then 6s to glance. No glances. Woo. Okay. Woo. All right, moving on. Scared me there. All right, so now the warriors inside of here are going to shoot on the Rhino here. They're also in rapid fire range, but they don't have to snap fire because the vehicle jinked, not them, and it only moves 6 inches, so it doesn't have to worry about that. So here we go, hitting on 3s. Pretty solid. Oh.
5 pretty regularly at tournaments, but usually it's because I play.
We got another 3 over here. So yeah, that's a lot. Just roll those, and 6s to glance.
So like, I was like, I'm gonna take it.
So we got 1, 2, 3 glances. 5 up with the intervening models there. So I got 3, 5 up.
Me and my other friends got him back.
Nope, nothing. So it is a wreck. So I'll disembark those guys, and then we'll continue on with the movement phase. All right, the Ghost Arc here is going to fire onto my Land Raider right here. So he's not going to be snap firing. Is he within rapid fire range? Just worth a check.
Good to go.
Yep, he is. All right, cool. So he's within rapid fire range, so he'll be rapid firing. So hitting on 3s. Okay, quite a few. And then glancing on 6s. All right, so we got two glances. We got some intervening models there.
Oh, for sure.
So 5+ cover save. Nothing. It adds up to a 5. No, but that doesn't help. All right, so he'll take two glances, 2 glancing shots onto my Land Raider there. All right, moving on. All right, now the warriors inside the Ghost Arc are going to fire onto my Land Raider there. So they're also within rapid fire range. So let's see, hitting on 3s.
You ever like in Oklahoma?
Whew.
Never been to Oklahoma?
That's a fair number of hits there.
East Texas, Southeast Texas.
All right, and then glancing on 6s.
Missouri a lot. I feel like it's somewhere else. No, I do.
All right, we got 1.
Have a doppelganger.
So 1 5+ cover save, intervening models. Nope, a 4. So far, the dice are going real well for me. So he's down to 1 hull point. So far, so great. All right, moving on. All right, this squad of warriors here is going to fire on the bikers there. Because they're part of the Ravenwing Strike Force, because they turbo boosted this first turn, they count as jinking. I'll still get to fire full ballistic skill, if anyone's still alive, next turn, but they count as jinking. So, all right.
And then it looks like he is in rapid fire range.
Okay.
I think that's probably the furthest guy. Yeah.
Yep, so they're all in rapid fire range.
So 32 shots.
So we got 32 shots coming in here. Hitting on 3s.
We have different names. So.
All right, so we got 32 shots. Whew, that's a lot of shots.
Don't make me absent, guy.
Yeah, we're not going to take that many, I don't think. So hitting on 3s.
I beat myself up for it every.
All right, we're going to figure this one out and come back to you. Oh, so we got strength 4 coming in, and these are wounding on 5s because they're bikes. Still pretty good.
I was there for.
So we got 3, 4, 5.
Yep, 5 wounds.
All right, 5 wounds. So we got 5 4+ jinx saves because I kind of want to try I wanted the rerollable. So 5 4+. Alrighty, so that's 3 saves so far. Reroll these guys. There we go. That's how you do it. Yes! Yes! They live to fight another day. Moving on. All right, so the Catan there is going to fire into my Black Knight bikers there. He has to randomly figure out which weapon he gets to shoot it with. Which is it going to be? It's going to be 1.
Antimatter meteor.
Antimatter meteor. That sounds awful.
So strength 8, AP 3, large blast.
Strength 8, AP 3, large blast. So that's going to scatter?
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about danger close. We got a large blast coming on these guys with a scatter. So we'll figure that one out, and we'll come back to you with that. All right. So he's going to do it right in the front of my my librarian there. So rolling for scatter. Hit, because he's got more than that. Oh! So that's what, 4 of them?
4 bikers.
4 bikers. All right. So strength 8, you said?
Strength 8 AP3.
Strength 8 AP3. Thank God for them being part of that Ravenwing Strike Force. So they get their jink. So 4 shots, wounding on 2s.
2 units.
3 wounds.
All right, 3 wounds. So we got 3. They're skilled riders, so they got +1 to their jink save, so they're 3+. So I got 3 3+s. Reroll. Yeah. No! Still tied. All right, still lost a guy, and I think the closest one was my grenade launcher. All right, fair enough. All right, not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, so moving on with the shooting phase. All right, the Immortals over here are going to fire on my knights there. So, you go hitting on 3s.
On 3s,
on
6s
3s.
count as 2 extra hits.
Okay, hitting on 3s, 6s count as 2 extra hits.
Everyone.
All right, no 6s. I'll take that.
All the drones not
And then there's
But it's still an awful lot of hits. And their strength what?
strength 5.
Strength 5, so wounding on 4s.
all have either
Ooh, so a bunch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we've got 6. We got 6 wounds, 3+.
Or reroll to wound against.
All right. Reroll. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
No cover.
No. Okay. Still lose them. Why can't you guys roll? Yeah, exactly. Why can't you guys learn how to roll rerolls from your other brethren over here? They know how to reroll. So closest to them is going to be that guy. All right. So moving on. All right. The other squad of Immortals over here are going to fire into them. So hitting on. We'll just roll over here. It's easier. So hitting on 3s.
As long as the fireworks don't move the cadre.
Okay.
So 3 misses.
3 misses, but they did get 1 6, so that's +2 there. So it's like 1 miss.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Wounded on 4s. He's strength 5.
Or
So not as good that time. So we got 4. All right. So 4 3+s.
lighting something else there.
Oh boy. All right.
Pathfinder's mark
You guys got to learn how to roll rerolls. 2 more rerolls on the 3+.
for the broads.
Yeah, that's how you do it. I'm glad you listened to me. Finally learning. All right, moving on. All right, the jet bikes here, the what are they, Tomb Blades, are going to fire on the scouts over here. So, what kind of shooting they got?
So they've got the Gauss blasters, so they're rapid fire.
All right, they're Gauss blasters, so they're rapid fire.
6 shots.
So we got 6 shots coming in here. Hitting on 3s.
And they're twin linked.
Twin linked.
2 flamers each.
All right, so 1 miss.
And strength 5.
Strength 5, toughness 4, so we're looking for 3s.
Who is a suicide squad.
1, 2, 3 misses, so we got 2 hits.
And their AP4 ignores cover.
AP4 ignores cover? Oh, I got all excited because they got cloaks. So AP4 ignores cover. Boom, AP4. Boom, AP4. Your cloaks don't protect you against ignores cover, boys. All right, so yeah, that's that. So moving on. So these guys are going to assault my bros over there. So they're going to overwatch. So they moved because technically they moved since they had to get out of there. So I've got
It's in his
3, what are they called? The grab shots coming at them. They're Grim Resolve, so that means that they're shooting on Ballistic Skill 2. So we're hitting on 5s and 6s instead of just 6s. So 5s and 6s. Oh, okay. Didn't even need those 5s. What's their armor save? 3 up armor, so wounding on 3s, re-rolling because of grav amps. Okay, grav amp. Nothing, so 2. So we got
3 up invulnerable.
2 3 up invulnerables.
And then
So 1
resurrection protocols.
4 resurrection protocol, 4+. Okay, so nothing on there. Ugh. All right, then I've got 2 bolters that are going to rapid fire, plus another bolter, plus another bolter. So we got all these are hitting on 5s and 6s as well.
And I don't think they get hit on.
Okay. There I did need the 5s, which is good. Strength 4, toughness 5. Toughness 5, so wounded on 5s.
And my arm.
I got 2.
Okay. So 2 more.
Yep.
3 up.
3 up.
First 2 turns.
4 up.
4 up.
Solid.
Oh, saved. All right. So now you want to roll their
Smart.
charge distance there?
usually take my list before you.
That will probably get them in. All right, so we'll move them in and then keep moving on in the assault phase. All right, the Necron warriors are going to assault the bikers. So they're going to overwatch. They've got Grim Resolve as well. So I've got 2 rapid-firing plasma guns.
2 dice.
Hitting on 5s and 6s. All right, so I got 1.
All Imperial is the problem.
Wounded on 2s.
That's how it's. You can.
That's a wound. AP2.
4 up resurrection.
4 up resurrection protocol. Oh, he's still alive. Gotta be kidding me. And then rapid firing bolt gun. Bolter from the front of the guy's bike.
Rerolling on +1.
Twin linked.
And then I think there's a warlord trick.
Nothing. All right, so roll for your distance there, sir.
2 dice.
I agree with you there.
That's probably in. Yep, I'm sure that's 8 inches. I'll probably get them in. All right, so we'll move them in and keep moving on.
Formations.
Now we got the scarabs that are going to be charging into the Land Raider here. So I can't overwatch, apparently. Just lame. Yeah, they're in. So we'll move them in and keep on moving on. All right, so the Tomb Blades there are going to assault the scouts right over here. So there's 3 guys left. They're hitting on 5s and 6s. Nothing. Good job. All right, let's see your charge distance in there.
One weapon on both sides.
Terrain is good, but it's
9.
In these gangbusters
Yeah.
assault moves.
He is apparently in a real rush to come at me.
None over there.
So
Normally they'd be taking dangerous terrain checks, but because of Decurion, they've moved to cover. So
okay, so because of Decurion terrain, they don't have to take the dangerous terrain. Decurion detachment, sorry, they don't have to take dangerous terrain, so they're going to be in. All right, moving on. And we've got the Catan going against the bikers here. So they're going to fire Overwatch.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Don't you take away my Overwatch.
No.
Don't you try to take away my Overwatch. So I've got rapid firing plasma talons here. So these are hitting on 5s and 6s. Twin linked.
Yeah.
And you would think when you think
Oh, come on. 1 gets hot, 3+. Come on, don't do this to me.
and employ this kind of
Yeah, okay, good. Thank God. All right, so 1 hit on there. What's the toughness?
7.
Toughness 7, so wounding on a 4. Yeah, oh, that's cocked. I got excited, I saw the 6. Oh, come on. All right, and then, wait, toughness 7?
Bolters wound on 6s.
Bolters will wound on 6. All right, so rapid firing bolter from them. 5 6s. Twin linked. All right, I got 1. Wounded on 6. Oh, so close. All right. Anyway, moving on to the he's rolled and he was like 1 inch away, so he's in. Womp womp. All right, so that's the end of that's all the charges there'll be. Now we'll just move on to the fight sub phase. All right, so if we're going to start with this fight here. So they charge through cover, so they're going to go at initiative 1. Ezekiel has 3 base, +1 for extra close combat weapon, plus he has the Book of Salvation, which gives him and any additional Dark Angels faction guys within 6 inches of him +1 attack in the phase. So he's got +1 attack, +1 close combat weapon, so he's got 5 attacks. The other guys are going to have 2 each because of the Books of Caliban. The Book of Salvation, sorry, not the Book of Caliban. And then the Sergeant has an extra close combat weapon. So they're all going to go before him. So what's their weapon skill? 4. Weapon skill 4. So Ezekiel is hitting on 3s. Everyone else is hitting on 4s. So the blacks are hitting on 3s. Greens are hitting on 4s. Roll them. All right. Ugh.
And Ezekiel's got a mastercrafted weapon, right?
I think so. Yep, he does.
And he hits on 3s too. So.
He does hit on 3s. So I pulled out a 3 over there. All right, reroll one of these. No. Okay. The other guy's hitting on 4s. All right, that's a fair number. Then their toughness 5.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. So everyone's wounding on 5s. All right, not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them's AP3.
Okay, I'm going to take all vulnerable saves.
All right, going to take all invulnerable saves. So 5
Start on
3 plus.
non-foil models.
Sounds good. So 5 3 pluses. Oh, 2 misses. 4 plus. Whatever gets back up. Weeble wobble saves. Oh, 1 takes a wound. All right. So 1 wound. And now let's see if I can survive his attacks back. I've got a bad feeling. All right, so now they're going to attack. They've got 3 base each. So they've got +1 for the charge, so 4 each. So they've got 20 shots coming in here, hitting on 4s. Oof, that's Oh, that seems about right. And then what's their strength?
Average.
Yeah, that's about average. So what's their strength?
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so wounded on 2s.
And they have rending.
And they've got rending. Oh no. Okay. So, all right, not bad. I'll take that. So I got 1 rending. So one of my dudes is just dead. So take that. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 armor saves. So I'm going to do them 4 at a time before I get to Ezekiel there. So 4 3 pluses. Oh, okay. So 2 guys are now dead. And then 2 more. 3 pluses. All right, so 3 guys are dead. So I'm going to do this, the sergeant, this guy, and him. All right, so not great. But so I lost combat there, but he's fearless, so they're just locked in combat, unfortunately. All right, so moving on. All right, moving over to this attack here. I'm going to go first. So Ezekiel is actually within 6 inches of these guys, so they're going to get the buff from him, the +1 attack each. I declared a challenge, so my sergeant is now locked in there with his warlord. So the blacks will be the sergeant there. So they've all got 1 shot each, but they get +1 from the from Ezekiel. So what's the weapon skill majority on there?
A 4.
A 4. What's on his specifically?
He's a 5.
He's a 5. All right, so they're all hitting on 4s. So hitting on 4s. Okay, so nothing is hitting on the warlord there. Wow, that's a whole lot of nothing. All right, what's the toughness?
4.
Toughness 4. So wounded on 4s. 1 wound on a regular guy.
So 4 up armor.
4 up armor. Nope.
And 4 up reanimation.
Reanimation. And he's good. All right. So now you get all your shots back. Boof. So we're going to start here with the with his warlord attacking. So he's got 4 attacks.
So
He hit on 3s. So 3 hits.
and zealot.
Oh, he's got zealot. So reroll first round of combat. So still 3 hits. Strength what?
7.
Strength 7. So 2s. All right, so 3 wounds. AP 2. Okay, well then that's all of them dead. All right, that was pretty quick. Good thing we just started with the warlord. All right, so yeah, so he'll consolidate them and we'll move on. All right, so we're gonna move over here to the scarabs attacking onto the land raider here. So there's 6 bases there now, and they each gonna have 5 attacks. So we've got 30 shots that are coming. He just needs to get 1 glance and it'll be done. So, all right, so there we go. Roll all these, hitting on 3s.
Because their weapon skill 2.
Because their weapon skill 2. So yeah, just barely able to.
That's a lot of 1s and 2s.
That is a lot of 1s and 2s.
There's something very satisfying about 50 shots.
All right, and then needing a 6. Just need 1 6 in all of those dice. I think it's probably gonna happen. Oh! No! It didn't! What? Did that really happen? I guess that's why we roll dice, ladies and gentlemen. That is, what? All right, I will take it. All right, moving on, I guess. All right, now moving on to the Catan here. What's your initiative? 4. 4. So I think my librarian is actually 5. So he's going to move in there.
I am going to issue a challenge.
He's going to issue a challenge. I mean, sure, I'll take it. Why not? I don't feel like sitting out.
Okay.
So I think I go first there.
I do get a Hammer of Wrath hit.
You do get a Hammer of Wrath hit. All right, feel free to, let's do your Hammer of Wrath.
So strength 8.
Strength 8. So, nope, nothing. All right, fair enough. So now we'll move on to here to initiative step 5. All right, so starting here, initiative 5 with the librarian. He's got 2 base attack plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. So he's a weapon skill 5. You're a weapon skill
5.
Weapon skill 5. So hitting on 4s. Okay, 1. Strength 4. What's your toughness?
7.
Toughness 7. So needs 6s. Nothing. All right. So then we move on to onto the initiative step 4, which is when my guys and his Catan will go at the same time. So I'll just roll mine first. So they've each got 2 base attack plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. So they'll be hitting on 4s. Okay. And they've got Corvus Hammers with his strength +1. So that's 5s, still 6s?
Still sixes.
Yeah. Wounded on 6s. Oh, got one, and that's a rending hit.
4 up invulnerable?
4 up in Vol. Nope. So he just takes a wound.
Takes 1.
All right, I'll take that. I didn't think I was going to get that much on him. All right, so now he gets to hit back with, I don't know, what's he got going on here?
He's got 4 base attacks. So
4 base attacks, so 5 on the charge. So
4's to hit.
it's 4's to hit.
So 3 hits.
3 hits. Strength what?
Strength 8.
Strength 8, toughness 5, so wounded on 2s. So 3 2s. 3 wounds. Are those AP?
AP 2 because he's a monster.
AP 2. All right. So and it's on so he'll take 2. Strength 8.
He just takes 1, yeah, because he's instant death.
It just takes 1, but he gave 3 and he was in a challenge. So they first have to go onto him.
Right.
So 2. Oh, they are instant death.
Because it's strength 8.
But he's a toughness 5 on a bike.
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
he's toughness 5 on a bike.
I forgot.
Don't you try to take away my bike toughness. Don't you try to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, so he has 2 wounds there and then 1 from him. So there's 1 guy left in there.
Okay.
So yeah. So he's got to pass leadership. So lost by 1, or no, lost by 2, but they're from resolve 9. He's good. But I'm probably going to try to hit and run.
Okay.
So I'm going to do initiative roll off, and he's good. Okay. So I'm going to go 3d6 this way.
Okay.
I think the night we launched,
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll move him, and then we'll come back. That's the end of. Oh no, we got 1 more assault to go. So I'll move him, and then we'll come back with the last assault. So moving on here to the last attack, he's got 2 Hammer of Wrath that are going to come on. So what's the base strength?
Strength 4.
Strength 4 base. So looking for 4s, 2 hits, wounds, 4 plus armor saves. Okay, 1 guy dies. So we'll just move him. So I've got 2 guys left there. They're going to go first. So I've got 2 hit. What's your weapon skill? Weapon skill 4. So wounding on 4s, or hitting on 4s, I should say. I got 1. Toughness 5. So wounding on 5s. Nothing. All right. Ugh. All right. Now he gets all his attacks back.
So 2 attacks piece, so 6 attacks.
2 attacks back. 6 piece.
1 hit.
1 hit.
No wound.
No wound. All right. Well,
I win by 1.
you still win by 1, so I get to roll, but they're Grim Resolve, so they're going to be 8. And they're not. Oh, they're just holding! I saw the 6 before I saw the 2. Yes! That's how you do it, Scouts. All right, so that will continue then over there. All right, that's the end of the assault phase. That's the end of the Necron's turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, so my remaining scouts are 4 inches away, and so is that dang bike there. So he managed to get objective number 4, getting him that point right there. Curses. All right, so we're going to choose the objectives for Dark Angels on turn 2, and then move on to the movement phase. So I only control 1 objective, so I got to stick with my blood and guts there for my turn.
What is that one?
That's I have to kill, score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was completely destroyed during the assault phase of your turn. Completely destroy 3 or more units, D3.
Hey,
So,
you got this one.
yeah, maybe I've got it this time. We'll see what my, maybe my Deathwing Knights can do something. So we'll see what happens. All right, moving on. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angels. The bike moved up, so he's within 12 inches of his Ghost Arc there. He managed to not immobilize himself and just move up a bit and then disembark these dudes here, looking on that Catan. Who else moved? This just kind of pivoted a bit, didn't really move. It's looking over there. He moved up over this way, looking over there as well. So that's movement phase. Everyone else kind of stood still. He kind of shuffled a bit so he doesn't have Skyfire. So that's the end of movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 2. So we'll come back to you with shooting phase, because I'm not going to go into the second phase. He's only got 1 malediction, and that's not useless because these guys are all fearless. So it would just give me a chance to blow up myself, and I'm not going to do that. So moving on to shooting phase for Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, so this Dreadnought is going to fire on his Ghost Arc over there. He already declared a Jink. So I've got 2 shots hitting on 3s. Twin link, thank God. Oh, Snake Eyes. Why do you love me so? There we go. Those hit. Armor 11 now. So glancing on a 2. Oh, of course. So 1 pen. Jink save of 4. Nope. So +1 for open top, +1 for AP 2. That's a blow up. Boom. All right, so we'll figure that out and come back to you with the results. All right, that's the result, and they failed their pinning test, so those guys are pinned. But no one got injured, so they're just pinned. So yeah, so they're pinned. So moving on in the shooting phase. All right, so the attack bike is going to fire on the Ghost Ark over there. He declared a Jink. So multi-melta shot on his armor 13 now. So I need a 3. I get it. Within melta range. So I need a 5 to glance. 6. It's a pen. 4 plus Jink. Nope. So it goes through. +2 for AP1 weapon. +1 for open topped. So we're looking for a +3. That's going to blow up. Okay. All right. So we'll figure that out. Blow up how many inches? 5 inches. So we'll figure that out and come back to you with the results. All right, that's the result there. Everyone there made their saves or reanimations. One guy died in this one. So that's all the result there. So moving on to the shooting phase. All right, so my Land Raider is actually going to fire onto the Immortals right there. So the Assault Cannon is going to fire at full ballistic skill. The Hurricane Bolter is going to snap fire. And then I'm going to power the Machine Spirit, the Multi-Melta onto the Catan. So these are going onto the Immortals. Black will be the Assault Cannon, firing full ballistic skill. So they're hitting on 3s. The greens are hitting on 6s. Everything's twin linked. Okay, wow. Okay, I'll take that. All right, twin linked. Well done, guys. All right. They really want some Immortals dead, I guess. All right. So fair enough. All right. So toughness 4. Toughness 4. So I've got 4s on the green, 2s on the black, rending on 6s. Okay. So I've got 2 wounds.
So 3 up.
3 up. Fail. 4 up. Nope. So 2 guys die. All right. Moving on. Actually, we'll just move on to the Multi-Melta into the Catan there. So hitting on a 3. Hits. Strength 8, toughness 7. So wounding on a 3. Wounds. Saved with his invul. All right. So moving on. All right. So the unit inside of this Rhino here is going to shoot at the spider over there. So I've got 10 grab shots coming. So hitting on 3s. Oof. No, not as bad as I thought. I just looked at the ones that miss. All right. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling because of grab amps. All right, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds, AP2. So you have invuls?
Just reanimation protocol.
Oh, just reanimation protocol. So here we go.
Here comes the fun part.
Nope.
Well, let's see. Did I fail 3? I get to reroll 1s.
Okay. So he's failed 2 so far.
No, he's dead.
No, he's dead. Yeah. Okay. Woo! Okay. So I'll take that. All right. Moving on. All right. He is going to shoot on these guys. So we got 2 plasma talons hitting on because remember he's on the Ravenwing Strike Force, so he gets a full ballistic skill, even though he has that had that quasi jink on turn 1. So hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right, wounding on 2s, 2 wounds, AP2.
Reanimation?
Sure.
Rerolling 1s?
Rerolling 1s. Oh, okay. Still awesome. That rerolling 1s when you rolled snake eyes, that's what. That was brutal, but he still lost 2. All right, so moving on. All right, so these snipers over here are going to fire onto that squad over there. So hitting on 3s. All right, so 1 is a precision shot, which I'm going to put on your Lord. So that'll be the black one. Wounding on 4s, 6s are AP2. Oh, of course. So, all right, not bad. So I got 3 wounds on regular guys, and then 1 you want to look at, sir, for that? No? All right, it's AP2 because it was a 6.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool? All right. So what's, we're going to do the 3 regular ones?
So armor saves?
Armor saves? All of them good? Okay.
4 up invul on the Lord?
4 up invul on the Lord? Nope.
And reanimation protocol.
Reanimation protocol. Nope. Reroll ones. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. How many rolls does he get?
Just 3.
Just 3 rolls. All right, so he survives. They all survive. Blah, blah, blah. Moving on. All right, so he's going to fire his Stormbolter into the Catan. So hitting on 2s. 2 hits. Wounding on 6s. Nope, nothing. Doesn't even add up to 6. Great. All right, so that's the end of the shooting phase for Dark Angels. So we'll come back with the charges. I think they're probably going to be the only charge, so we'll come back with that. All right, these guys are going to charge into there. He has no Overwatch because of his special weapon guy. So I need a 4-inch charge. Can I fail this? Because, I mean, everyone knows I can. Oh, no, they made it. Whoa, okay. I guess that was the Dice's way of saying, shut up, Phil. You can do this.
Like a boss.
Like a boss. So I'm going to move them into combat, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we're going to start the fight sub-phase over here with this attack. So I've got 5 Hammer of Wraths. So Strength 4 on Toughness 7, so I'm looking for 6s. I've got 1.
So
You want to roll 1 4-up invul? He's good. All right, then my Interrogator Chaplain will go next. So he's got 3 base attacks plus 1 for the charge. He's got weapon skill 5. What's your weapon skill? 5. So we're hitting on 4s. Reroll because of the first round because of Zealot. Thank God. All right, so 3 hits. Strength 6 because of the Crozius Arcanum. Toughness 7. So looking for 5s. I've got 1. 4 up. He's got it. Hey. Okay, fair enough. All right, then we move on to initiative step 4. I'll roll mine first, but he'll also get to roll if I somehow manage to kill him. So each of the guys with the maces have 2 base attack plus 1 for the charge. And then the Knight Master, I'm sorry, there was a challenge. So the Knight Master is going to challenge with the Catan. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. So they're all going to be hitting on 4s. Pick that up. All hitting on 4s.
Magic.
All right. Not bad. Oh, reroll because it's first round of combat for Zealot. That was really good. Only got 1 more. I'll still take it. All right, so the blacks are Fleshbane, so they're wounding on 2s. The others are wounding on 5s because it's strength plus 2. So 5s on the greens, 2s on the black. Okay, wow. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 plus invuls.
You buy 1.
takes 4 wounds.
Takes 4 wounds, so he'll die. All right, but he gets to attack back.
And then he also, when he dies, he explodes. So,
Oh, he also explodes? Oh no.
so
right.
hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
2 hits.
All right, 2 hits.
Strength 8.
Strength 8, toughness 4, so 2s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. So I'm going to do 3 pluses because it's AP 2. So 3 plus invuls. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, that's how you do it. With 6s. All right, so I win combat, he explodes. So we'll figure that out and come back to you with that. So he exploded and killed 1 of my guys in the explosion and killed 2 of his own guys in the explosion. So we'll consolidate them and move on with the fight sub phase. All right, moving on to this fight over here. So I've got my guys will go first because he's initiative 2. So hitting on 4s. Alrighty, 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. I got 2 wounds.
Okay, 3 up armor.
3 up armor. 1 dies.
And 4 up resurrection.
4 up resurrection. He's good. Oh no, the isn't he gone? Don't they only get it when the spider?
the bikes
Oh, the bikes
have it,
automatically
so-
get it. Okay. So they're good. Okay, sorry. I was completely wrong because I don't play Necrons. All right, now he gets to attack back. So he's got his 3 guys. Hitting on 4s.
And 4s.
And 4s. Okay, so that combat will continue.
See you next turn.
See you next turn. Moving on. We're probably going to move on to this fight sub phase. So we'll figure this one out and come to you. All right, so moving over here, we're initiative step 5. I've got Ezekiel, and he's got 2 of his guys who have the whip coils. So Ezekiel, again, has 3 base, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, plus 1 for his Book of Awesome. So rolling those. Weapon skill again, I'm sorry? 4. So he's hitting on 3s. Okay, I'll take that. Wow, exactly 3s. Glad that wasn't 4. Oh, he's got Master Crafted. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, all right. Thank you for reminding me. All right, so wounding on toughness 5. Toughness 5. So wounding on 5s. That's what I should have done. I should have given off force, but I didn't. All right, so I've got three wounds. AP 3.
Okay, so 3 up and vulnerable.
3 up invulnerables. Failed 2.
And they have reanimation protocols until
Until your next turn, because I just killed him now. So
They're good.
they're good. Oh, so it's until your next movement phase there. So
Yeah.
cool. Okie dokie. So moving on now to your guys with the whip coils. So 3 base attack each.
4s
4s hitting on 4s. So 3 hits.
and 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
2 rends.
2 rends. So yeah, I don't think he has an invul. So he'll die, and then he'll take a wound. So he's down to 1. All right. So yep. Since my guy died, now we move on to your other 3 guys.
So 9 attacks.
9 attacks.
4s to hit.
4s to hit. Oh wow, really well.
And 2s to wound.
Don't want to see any 6s. No 6s. No 6s. Okay, no 6s, but still 5 armor saves. He's got artifice armor. So 2+. Yeah. All right, so he's still in there, and he's fearless, so we're locked in. So moving on to, yeah, that's the end. That should be the end of Dark Angel's turn on turn 2. So moving on to we'll come back to you after the cards for the Necrons on turn 2. All right, so because I killed the Catan, I do get this blood and guts. So I've scored 1 victory point. All right, moving on. We'll come back to you with the card draw for the Necrons. All right, so he drew Necrons drew Obscure Objective 3 and Secure Objective 6. So we'll see if he can get those on his turn. Moving on. End of Necron movement phase. He moved these guys around here, kind of conga-lining around. Moved the Scarabs around to try to take another swing at the Land Raider there. He can't fail that twice, right? Right? Move these guys around over this way. They're still staying in there, taking that objective. These guys are pinned, so they can't move, and these guys moved in this way for Ezekiel. All right, so moving on to the shooting phase for the Necrons in turn 2. So this squad here, the ones who are pinned, are gonna fire on my Rhino. So we've got 17 shots, because 3 of them aren't in rapid fire range, so they're gonna be snap firing because they were pinned. So looking for 6s, 17 looking for 6s. Ooh, couple there. 2.
We'll try that again.
Are they twin linked?
6s to glance.
Oh, there's 6s glance. That's right. I'm sorry. Nope. Nothing. All right. So moving on. These guys are firing on the Rhino over here. All but 1 are in rapid fire range, so they're hitting on 3s. Much better than the other squad, which was hitting on 6s. Which I would hope so, really. All right. So hitting on 3s. Now glancing on 6s. 1, 2, 3. That's all you needed. So that's 3. So it is a wreck. So we will disembark from them and then come back to you with the results. All right, so there they are. They failed their pinning check like champions. So they're kind of just down there. So coming over here. So we've got
these 10 warriors.
This squad's going to rapid fire into there. He's going to jink. AP what? He's going to jink. I want the 3+ rerollable. So
20 shots.
20 shots coming here. Hitting on 3s. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
And 5s to wound.
5s to wound. This is a strength 4, right?
Yep.
Yep, 5s to wound.
That was a 5.
Yep. So 6. All right. So we've got 6 3+ jinx saves. Reroll. Yeah, that's why you jink, because you get the reroll. All right. So he is safe. Moving on. All right, these guys in the nice semicircle of my dudes there are going to shoot into those dude bros. Squad dude bro. So hitting on 3s. Okay. A couple misses there.
3 misses, but I got a 6, so 2 extra hits.
Yep. Sounds good.
And 4s to wound.
4s to wound because toughness 5. Not bad at all.
6 armor.
6 armor saves. So we're coming over here. 6 2+. How many of these can be 1s? 1. Oh, not bad. considering my usual rolling, that's exactly statistical. So 1 dude dies. Moving on. All right, these guys are gonna fire into them. So yep, here we go. Hitting on 3s. Oh, pretty good.
1 to miss. 3 misses.
Yeah.
1 6.
3 misses, but 1 6, so +2. 5s.
4s.
5s.
Strength 5.
They're still. Oh, 4s because it's strength 5. I'm sorry. So 3 armor saves. 3 2 pluses. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right, moving on. All right, so that was it for shooting. So now the charges. These guys are going to try to charge on them. So they have Grim Resolve, and Grim Resolve states that unless they are jinking, they get to shoot a ballistic skill 2 on Overwatch. So they're going to be hitting on 5s and 6s. I've got the greens are the Salvo 3.5 grav cannons, and the blacks are bolters. So all hitting on 5s or 6s. Okay. That was not good. So I got 1. What's the grav? So wounded on a 3.
There's 4, but you still win.
What's up? Oh, there are 4. So that's still wounds. Nope. So 1 die dies. That'll make the charge even harder. So see your charge distance. Ooh, that might be in. That's close.
11 inches.
11 inches. Oh, that's exactly what they needed. Okay, so they're in. So we'll move them into contact and then move on. All right, these guys here are going to assault my Ravenwing Black Knight biker there. So he's going to Overwatch, hitting on 5 6s, twin linked, 1 hit, wounded on a 2. That's a wound.
Cover. Save.
All right, he's saved. So now they have to roll. -2, they're still in.
They moved through cover.
Oh, they have moved through cover, so they ignore it. So yeah, they're in anyway. So we'll move them in, and then we'll keep moving on with the assault phase. And the last charge we've got here are the Scarabs charging in. They just need to not get. Yeah, they're in, but so they're in. All right, so that's gonna be the last charge. So we'll come back with the fight sub phase. All right, so over here, my scoots shoot first or hit first, smacking with the butts of their rifles. So hitting on 4s. All right, 1 hit. Wounded on a 5. Nothing. All right. So you got your 3 attacks on 4s. 2 hits.
Accurate. When run you over? One time.
1 time. It's not AP.
Luckily, it's a grab bike, so it doesn't hurt that much when they run.
Yeah. So it's not AP. It's not AP4, right?
AP dash, yeah.
AP dash. So here we go. 4+. Can he do it? Yeah. That's how you do it. Takes him with his, I don't know, like his hockey shoulder pad or whatever. So, all right, so that fight will just keep continuing until oblivion. So moving on. All right, now we're doing the Scarabs over here. So hitting on 3s.
No, it's
a lot of 2s. There's a lot of 1s and 2s in there. But I mean, you can't roll all not 6s, right? Again? I'm trying my best to trying my best to jinx it.
I see what you're doing.
It's called mind games. That's what we Dark Angels are good at.
Yeah.
Ah, there's a 6. Oh, there's a couple 6s. So it is wrecked. Womp womp. All right, moving on. All right, so we're gonna go into this. What's your weapon skill? 4. So hitting on 4. Because I got 2 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. So I just hit once. 1 toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
So strength +1. So I'm wounded on 3s. Nothing. All right. So now you've got your gajillion attacks on in there.
20 attacks.
20 attacks.
4s.
Looking for 4s. That's pretty good.
And 5s to wound.
And 5s to wound.
4 armor saves.
4 armor saves. 4 3+. Can he do it? No, he can't. He is dead. You died, sir. You died. They consolidate a good 6 inches. So there he goes, back up onto his objective.
Perch.
Oh man. All right, moving on. All right, so here we go. Ezekiel will go at the same time as the dude bros with the whip coils. So he's got, like I said, 3 base, +1 for extra close combat, +1 for his book of kick-ass. So hitting on 3s.
That's the actual item name.
That's the actual item name. It is literally the book of kick-ass. Look it up in the book if you don't believe me. Don't look it up. It's not what it is. So here we go. Here we go. Hitting on 3s. Oh, come on. Master crafted. All right. So I'll take 3. All right. Wounding on 4s. No, 5s, right? Toughness 5?
Yes,
toughness 5. So wounding on 5s. Okay. I got 2.
I'll take it on the whip coil, guys.
All right. Whip coil guys.
So one of them will die.
One of them will die. All right. Cool.
But he gets to go still.
Yes, because at the same time, yeah. And then one of the other, is that the same whip coil guy that had the wound? So one of the other whip coil guy has one, right? So
They made both of them, or they made one of them.
Oh, they made one?
3 plus invulnerable save.
Oh, they have 3 plus invulnerable. Oh, okay. Ugh, my dad. All right, so 1 died, and we're good to go. So
I'm
moving
just gonna
on.
roll all my guys' attacks.
Yeah, just move everyone else now. That's fine. So now he's going to roll everyone else. So hitting on 4s.
4s to hit, yeah. Sorry.
Pretty good. No, that's cool.
And then 2s to wound.
2s to wound. Strength, yeah?
Strength 6.
Strength 6, yep. 2s to wound.
1 Ren.
1 Ren, so that's it. That kills
Save
him.
an invul.
He doesn't have an invul, so he's dead. Borm, borm. You did your best, but wasn't good enough. So they're going to consolidate 5 inches.
And I'm just going to leave it.
He's just going to move. So moving on to the next fight, the last fight. All right, going into this fight here, it was challenged, so my sergeant said, yes, I will take the challenge. So his are the black, because he's got 1 extra for close combat weapon. So these are all hitting on 4s. All right, I'll take that. That's pretty good. All right, and then wounding on toughness 4, right?
The Lord is a 5. So
Lord is a 5, so 5 on the black, 4s on the greens. Ah. Okay, just the 1 on the Lord.
So 2 up armor?
2 up armor. He's good. All right, so now you get to go do your attacks.
I'll do the Lord.
Do the Lord first.
Weapon skill 5.
Weapon skill 5, so 3s to hit. Yep.
And strength 7. So
Strength 7, 2s to wound. AP 2, right?
Yep.
So that's 4 guys dead. So sergeant and
That is max. That's mine.
burm.
Sorry.
Dead. So now all these other guys will be weapon on the 1 last guy left. Oh, brutal. Brutal.
Actually, twice.
Look at all those guys.
13.
13.
26
Ugh, 26 attacks. He says, bring it. I can handle that. He's wrong, but
He's brave.
yeah, he's brave, but he's also kind of stupid.
You never stop improving. What's that? I'm making.
All right,
So 4s to hit.
4s to hit. Ooh, quite a few losses there.
And they have Zealot.
They have oh, that's right, they have Zealot. So I shouldn't have been as excited about that. Yeah. Oh boy, look at all those hits. 4s to wound.
Use that foam so I can immediately make a
Oh, quite a few there.
pour it like that. I would say no because we
How many is that?
11.
11,
that wasn't me. That was my.
6,
I know, but I'm saying.
7, 8, 9,
If it does not go first.
10, 11.
My God.
So can he make 11 3+ saves? Odds say no. His heart says yes. His heart was right! His heart was right! You, sir, are getting a promotion to sergeant. Although I think you're probably going to die. Wow, that was impressive, sir.
That was awesome, dude.
That was awesome. All right, I lost, so let's see if I run. He doesn't. He holds because he's got the heart of the lion. The heart of the lion. So he's still in combat. So they'll consolidate that fight and keep going. Good job, sir. All right. Moving on. That's actually, I think that's the end of the Necron turn. Yep. So we'll see what he scored, and then move on from there. All right, looking at the cards, he got 6 because he was able to consolidate after killing my biker back onto that. But 3 is right under there. And he couldn't consolidate on there because of the guy with the heart of a lion.
I have no idea how to.
The heart of a lion. Well done, sir. You succeeded on this day. Well played. All right, we'll come back to you with the cards for Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, so I drew the 1 card that I can draw. I got Psychological Warfare, so I've got to make him fail a morale, opinion, or fear test. So, I mean, Odds are not with me on this, but we'll see what happens. All right, moving on to come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, so movement phase. These guys moved up to kind of take these guys out finally. He kind of shuffled around looking on those guys. He shuffled around also looking on those guys, and that's all I got left. These guys stood still because heavy weapons and such. So, and he's still there, holding still. He couldn't move because he's got the heart of the lion. He's right there. So, yeah, so that's the end of movement phase for Dark Angel at turn 3. Moving on to shooting phase for Dark Angels. All right, we're going to start with this guy shooting into the race here. So red will be the multi-melta, green will be the bolter. So hitting on 3s. All right, both hit. So toughness 5. So 5s on the green, 2s on the red. All right, so both wound.
Which one do you want me to do first?
Do the...
Honestly, it doesn't matter. They're both 3 up.
They're both 3 up, yeah, so we'll just do that. Okay.
So it'll kill him.
Yeah, it'll just kill him.
And then I'll pass the wound on to the next guy. So
Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, there we go. I'll do that. And then we'll move on to this guy is going to shoot onto them. So hitting on 3s. Both hits. Wounding on 2s. Which one? Was it this one?
I think it was the one.
I think it was the one. So we got 1 wound.
No!
Yeah, that's how you do it. So he takes a wound. All right, so far so good. You know what? We're just going to keep up the wound train, and we're going to fire these guys into them. So we've got hitting on 3s. Oh, 1. That's what I get for getting cocky. But I'm going to put it onto. I'm going to put it on this guy.
Okay.
Even though he's closest, so I guess he would anyway. So wounded on a 4. That's a 4. That's a wound. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So I guess they can beat up on poor Ezekiel, but the second they lose their spider brother, they're like, ah! So, all right, pretty good for shooting so far. Yeah, no resurrection protocols, so we're just going to fall over. Ha ha! All right, so moving on. All right, so moving on over here, this is, we're done with the shooting phase, so we're just going to go to the charges. So I just need basically 2-inch charge, just make sure. Yep, so I'm in. So we'll move him in, and then we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase, which will include the guy with the heart of a lion over here. That's right. All right, moving on. All right, so we're gonna go over here first. So we've got 3 Hammer of Wraths. So toughness 5. So looking for 5s. 2 wounds.
3 up.
3 up. 2 saved. So. I'm going to do the Fleshbane guy next because all my guys got to go before him, but the Fleshbane guy might be able to get him. So, what's your weapon skill? 4?
4.
So I think they're at 5. So, yeah, wounded on, hitting on a 3. Reroll for Zealot first round of combat. Okay, so I've got 3 wounded on 2s. That's 3 wounds, AP 3.
So just res protocols.
Resurrection protocols.
So 2 die.
So 2 die. They just got 1 wound each?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay, that's pretty good. Then I've got the 4 from the Chaplain, hitting on 3s. Reroll because of Zealot. All right. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
Save.
2 saves. Yep. And then I've got the other guys there. So they're hitting on 3s. Reroll because of first round of combat. Wounding on 3s. So 3.
4 up.
4 ups.
Nope. Fails.
1 failed. So he is dead. So that's how that goes. I will consolidate all of them, and then we'll move on. All right, here we go. The Heart of a Champion fight over here. The Heart of the Lion. So he's going to roll first because he's got a better initiative, and because he's got the Heart of the Lion, I'm going to roll the big die. So he hits on a 4. Okay, you failed me. Why are you doing that when you got the Heart of a Champion? But I guess your strength was always in just being resilient and not taking any wounds. Let's see if you can keep going here. So we'll go with the Lord first. Oh boy, that's not looking good. And went on 2s. Oh, no, okay. So much for. I guess the Heart of a Lion can only take you so far against AP2. Mwah, mwah. You will be honored in the rolls back on the rock. Well played, sir. All right, so he'll consolidate, and that'll be the end of Dark Angel's turn 3. I didn't make him fail any psychological tests. So I'm probably going to discard that card. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Necrons on turn 3, bottom of turn 3. All right, so those are what he got. He got drew behind enemy lines, Witch Hunter, which usually we play where you discard ones that you can't get from the beginning, but because I had witches at some point, we can't discard that. But he killed them too fast. That's what you get for getting overzealous and killing all my witches. And he drew Secure Objective 5, which I think Mike has a guy on top of that, so he should probably be getting that. So yeah, that's what he's got there for his turn 3. So moving on. All right, movement for Necrons. These guys kind of moved back a bit. These guys kind of shuffled around, I think, maybe. These guys came around looking on these guys. These guys came over to try to get revenge for their lost brother Steve, who was killed instantly by these guys. Or not instantly, but just killed by him. These guys kind of ran up this way, looking at this guy, maybe? And these guys kind of ran up this way trying to take that objective. So that's the movement phase for Necrons, so we'll move into the shooting phase on turn 3. Alright, so these guys are going to fire on the Deathwing Knights over here. So I don't think they're in rapid fire range.
They have assault weapons.
Oh, they've got assault weapons, so anyway. Here we go, hitting on 3s.
Missing 4 times, but
4.
6. So
Again with a 1-6, so he got 2 more.
and then wounded on 4s, because you're tough as fuck.
Yep, wounded on 4s. So 3 wounds, 3 armor saves, 2 pluses. Save. Perfect. All right.
Okay, 7 shots from these guys.
These guys are going into them. 7 shots. Oof.
Alright, so
Oh no. Oh man, an additional 6 hits. So out of the 7, he's gotten 13 hits. That is officially brutal. I think that's what they show on the Webster's dictionary right next to brutal. See example A, that roll. Tesla weapons. Wounded on 4s. 2, 4, 6, 7. So 7 hits, or 7 wounds. 6, 7. So 7 wounds, 2 pluses. Come on, boys. Do this for the guy with the heart of a lion. Yeah, that's how you do it. The heart of the lion now gets conferred over to you guys. All right, moving on. All right, the warriors are going to fire into these guys. There's 10 of them, not in rapid fire range. So hitting on 3s.
and wounded on 5s.
Wounded on 5s.
1.
So 1 wound. See, this is going to be the one that I fail. See, I told you! Oh, come on. I don't know why I said it. I jinxed myself. I guess all that time I was trying to jinx you with the Land Raider, I owed it to you at least one to jinx myself. Oh, come on. Where was your heart? Where was your heart? Were you just too busy mourning the loss of the guy with the grav cannon? Probably. All right, moving on. All right, these guys are going to shoot into him. So they've got they're going to rapid fire, but as I was reminded, their detachment lets them have relentless, so they can rapid fire and charge. So so I guess if he fails the charge, he wouldn't get it beyond enemy lines, but whatever. So we'll see the rapid fire shots into him. Hitting on 3s. Oof, wow, pretty good. Nope. What's the strength of the weapon again?
I need 6s to glance.
6s to glance?
Armor.
Oh, that's right, because they got the Necron thing. 6s to glance, 4 glances. All right, so I got 4 up saves. Come on. You watched your brother with the heart of the lion. Can you have the heart of the lion too? Well, you're still alive. Barely, which I think is kind of what he wanted. So, yeah, so I'll put you down to 1 wound, and then I think that should be, is that the end of the shooting phase?
That is the end of my shooting.
That is the end of the shooting phase. So we've got a couple charges that we'll do, so we'll come back to you with those. Yeah. So these guys on their mission to revenge on Steve are going to try to charge into the bike there, but he says, ho, 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 just wait a minute. So on 5s and 6s, yep, that's how you do it. Especially when you twin link, yep, that's how you do it.
What a turd.
What a turd. So greens are wounded on 5s, reds are wounded on 2s. Yeah, that's how you do it. So you got 2 invul saves. Yeah, that's how you do it. And he died. Now he's on a mission to revenge on Steve and Jeff.
Jeff.
We're gonna go Jeff. Steve and Jeff. So can he make this charge?
I like Jeffy.
Yeah, Jeffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and he missed.
And their fleet.
Oh, they've also got fleet. So it continues. No, it was not meant to be. Revenge for Steve and Jeffy was not meant to be. They called him Big Jeff as a nickname, as a joke, because he was actually one of the smaller race, but they just called him Big Jeff as a joke. It's like, you know, like Little John except the opposite. Right. So he's really hurting on the inside. That's why he couldn't make it. He actually slipped on his own tears and just couldn't quite make it. His oily tears. So moving on in the assault phase. All right, so those guys. Yeah. Other than my opponent keeps trying to cheat me out of my Overwatch shots, so they're going to charge into my guy here. So here he goes, hits on 6s, because he's from a different book, doesn't have Grim Resolve, blah, blah, blah. So hitting on 6s.
What?
Twin.
He hits on 5s. That
You
hits.
think he hits on 5s?
Yeah.
All right, my opponent says he hits on 5s. So, all right, that hits. So wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
2 4+ symbols on your lord there. All right, just 1, but then he has 4+ reanimation, and he's good. So that's why you were really generous with that, was because you knew you felt those 6s on your dice burning into your palms.
Like, yeah, it was like, I'm pretty sure I picked up my 2 weighted dice.
Yeah, it was exactly. He picked up his weighted dice for that. That's why he's like, sure, take all you want. Their charge distance is 8. That's probably going to be enough to get him in there. So we'll move them into combat and keep moving on. All right, so here we are. They made it into combat over here. So I've got me back. I'm hitting first with my initiative. So I've got 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Okay, 1. Strength 6, toughness 4, so wounded on 2s. Of course. Of course. All right. So here come your million shots.
The warriors can't hurt you, just the lord.
Oh, the warriors can't hurt him, just Lord. Okay. So the Lord is going to attack.
4 attacks.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All hit.
Okay, these are armor bane.
Armor Bane. So
strength 7, so I need 5s.
strength 7 needs 5s. Yep. That's a pen. So he's dead. So he's dead, and there's one. At least one.
I've got to roll to see if he explodes.
Oh yeah, we have to see if he explodes. So 1 pen, 1 glance, 2 pens, 3 pens. So you want to roll 3? It's AP2, right?
AP. Yeah, I think it's AP2. I gotta look.
Right.
It might be AP1.
It may be AP1. So we'll see if there's a 5. We'll look. Oh, nothing. So it doesn't explode. He just gets a wreck. So he'll consolidate, and then we'll show you what he accomplished on that turn. All right. So he got behind enemy lines, secure objective 5 and secure objective 3. He's going to discard Witch Hunter. So pretty good turn there for the Necrons. They're taking a pretty dominant lead at this point. So we'll see if Dark Angels can pull it back. So moving on to Dark Angel's turn on turn 4. All right, so I got Ascendancy. That's the only, because I only control 1 at this point. So I got Ascendancy. So I need to get D3 victory points if I control any 3 objective markers. It's possible. It'll be tough, but it's possible. So we'll see what happens on turn 4 for Dark Angels. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels. These guys moved up within an inch of the Scarabs there. He's shot around this way, looking on the objective over there. And that's it, because I don't have many models left on the board. So now we're going to move on to the shooting phase. All right, these guys are fire in on him. So I need hitting on 3s. Oh, come on. Wounded on 4s. 1 wound. Saved. All right, I'm going to shoot. He saved 1 on him. You can actually save. So they're going to fire on him. So hitting on 3s. Oh, come on. Wounded on 4s. Oh, that's AP2. So, nope, failed 1. So he takes a wound, but he's not dead. He ran up, turbo boost in there, and successfully passed his dangerous terrain test. So there's that. And sure, why not? He'll shoot at the Scarabs. And on 2s.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3, so wounds. So 1 takes a wound. All right. Cool. All right, so we're going to go in. These guys are going to charge. And I think that's going to be it. So can they overwatch?
Nope.
Nope. They have no shooting. So yeah, they're in. So we'll just come back to you with that attack. All right, so starting over here, I've got Hammer of Wraths. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Wasn't meant to be. So now we'll go on to my chaplain here. What's their weapon skill?
2.
Weapon skill 2. And he's weapon skill 5, so he's hitting on 3s. Whoa, why did he roll so weird? That's cocked. Okay, re-roll because of first round of combat. Of course. So, wounding on 2s. Instant killing these guys. So that's 3. Just 3 dead?
3 dead.
Oh, they don't. Wow, okay. Fair enough. Now we'll do my guy with the flail of the unforgiven. Hitting on 3s. They all hit. Wounding on 2s because of Fleshbane. Alright, so 3.
That's the rest of them.
That's the rest of them. Okay. Wow, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'll consolidate them, and then we'll come back to you. That'll be the end of my turn. So we'll come back to you with the card, see if I got it. Spoiler alert, I did get it. I rolled a 3 and got just in there. So after I said that and cut out, I thought I may have jinxed myself into not making it. So I did get Ascendancy. So let's see. On a D3, I got 2. So 2 more points. Not bad. So we'll see what happens continuing on. So now we'll move on to Necrons. We'll come back to you. I'll see what cards they draw for Necrons on turn 4. All right, so we got secure objective 5, secure objective 6, and no prisoners. So I think you'll probably be able to get these. So moving on to movement phase we'll come back to you after movement phase for Necrons on turn 4. All right, so movement for Necrons. These guys moved up over there. These guys didn't move because they got 1 on their move through cover. They rolled 3 dice. They rolled 3 1s. That was pretty funny. He's moving over to try to enact revenge for Steve and Big Jeff. These guys are circling up the posse to take out these guys. So that's the movement phase for Necrons. Now we'll move on to the shooting phase. All right, so we got the Warriors shooting down on these guys. So hitting on 3s, pretty good.
And 4s now?
Wounding on 4s. Yeah, they're toughness 4. Wounding on 4s. All right.
7.
So we got 7.
It was the other way, actually. You're gonna let that go on? I want next.
So 7 2 pluses. Can they do it? No! Oh! 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 What? Oh! Ah! 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 Dice, why have you forsaken me? Ah! Ah! Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. And he's down to 1. Or down to 2, sorry. He's down to 2. Womp womp. All right.
Now the fire.
Moving on to these guys. Hitting on 3s. 3 misses, but 1 6. So bring those in.
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
3 armor saves.
3 armor saves. Don't fail me anymore, dice. Right? You can't do that to me. Oh, okay. Okay. Still in there.
And then 8 shots.
Oh, and these guys are shooting in. Hitting on 3s. Oh, a couple 6s, or at least 1 6 in there. So now these are ruining on 4s, right? Or 3s. So
5.
we got 5. Okay. Come on. I can't roll another 2 1s, can I? Right? No, I can't. Okay, good. All right. So he survives, barely, but he survives. All right, moving on. All right, so 7 guys over here in this squad can see him in there. So we got 7 shots coming in, hitting on 3s.
And wounding on 5s.
Wounded on 5s. So we got 2 wounds.
That's just enough.
That would be just enough if I fail both of these. Which he does have the heart of a lion. Remember that. You have to have the heart of the lion because everyone else with hearts is dead, except for like a couple other guys. Scouts don't count. They barely have hearts. They only have like 1. Who only has 1 heart? That's stupid. So here we go. 2 3 pluses. 1 wound, but he's still alive. He's still alive. Ha ha ha. All right. See, he's down to 1 wound. I think that's the end of the shooting phase, right? Because no one else can see anything. So I think someone might want to charge. So yeah, we'll come back with that. All right, so these guys here are going to try to assault him. So specifically, which of the squads is going to assault first?
He's going to assault first.
They're going to assault first?
They're bigger.
All right, so 5s and 6s. I got a 5. Ha ha, watch out. Here goes. 4, yeah, what now?
Armor?
Armor.
Save.
Oh, saved. Lame. All right, so yeah, roll your distance.
So these
So the first guys, oh, they, whoa. Ugh, that's what I get for being cocky. So those guys are in.
Yeah, and actually these guys can't assault now.
Well, actually, that guy, you can just wrap him around this way.
Well, no, but I
keep his
have to
space.
try and get as many guys in as possible.
Oh,
so I think
yeah.
with 12 inches,
All right.
I'm probably going to get like him all
Yeah,
the
they're
way
probably all
around.
going to go around. All right. So, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Sorry that you can only whack me with so many guys. So, yeah, those guys are going to go in there. So, these guys, because they're blocked now, can't assault. But I think there's someone else that might want to assault. Somebody?
He's going to assault there.
He's going to assault there. So I'm gonna Overwatch because apparently I like killing him and his friends. So Black's gonna be the multi-melta, hitting on 5s and 6s. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Twin linked. That's all I need. Wounded on a 2. Yeah, that's a 2.
Save.
Oh, 3 plus invul. All right, roll your charge distance. He's in. All right. He's way better with the multi-melter than he is with his fist, so I don't think that's going to come out very well for him. We'll see what happens. He will fight because he's got the heart of a lion.
Right.
But yeah, it's not looking good. So moving on. We'll come back to you at the fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start over here. My guy goes first. He's got 3 base, hitting on 3s. Don't need to re-roll versus run of combat. What's their toughness? 4. So wounded on 2s. 2 wounds.
So 3 up armor?
3 up armor?
No.
Nope. Resurrection. 1 guy dies. All right. So now the other guys, because he's 5, so there's only
So there's 7 left.
7 left. So we got 14 attacks that are gonna be coming on him here. All right, hitting on 4s. Ooh, quite a few there.
And wounded on 4s.
Yep, wounded on 4s.
2 armor saves.
2 armor saves. I can't fail both of these, right? Oh, I can fail 1 though. Ugh, so tied combat because of that. So they will all be in there still. Alrighty. So that is over. But this is the one we've all been waiting for, obviously. So we've got my guy here, base attack 2, because he'll be hitting first because he's coming through terrain and also because he's also really slow.
Yeah.
So hitting on 4s. He's got 1, that's all I need. Toughness 5, wounded on a 5. Yeah, he likes killing him. Can he fail his test? No, he made the save. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Here you go. Hitting on 4, 5s, 4s, or 3s. Yeah, 4s. Whatever. You got 3 5s. So.
And wounded on 3s because he's strength 6.
Wounded on 3, strength 6.
1 armor save.
1 armor save. Can he make it? Heart of a lion. Heart of a lion. Yeah! He's got the heart of a lion. Locked in combat. He survives. Ha ha! He gains power from your tears. So, all right. So that's the end of the Necron turn for turn 4. Moving on to turn 5. All right. So he got all 3 objectives: 6, 5, and no prisoners. I mean, yeah, it's not looking good for Dark Angel at this point, but I will keep fighting to the end because you know why? It's hilarious. All right. Moving on. We'll show you the cards drawn for by the Dark Angels. All right. I drew Hold the Line. That is not going to happen. So, yeah, not looking good for the Dark Angels. So we're moving on to Dark Angels turn 5. All right, so no movement because anyone who's still alive has heavy weapons, doesn't want to move, or is locked in combat with the heart of a lion. So these guys are going to shoot, moving on to the shooting phase. These guys are going to shoot into these guys. So hitting on 3s. All right, so I've got a bunch of hits. 1 is a precision shot, so that'll be on this Lord. Wounded on 4s. Woo! All right. So I've got 2 that are AP2, including the one on the Lord, and then 1 that's not AP2. So let's do the one on the Lord.
Okay, sure.
So 4 up, cover, or... All right, so he's good. And then 4 up, cover for the... oh, no.
4 armor save.
Yeah, the other which way. So they made him save it. So no one got hurt there. All right. Moving on. All right, these guys here are going to fire on the warriors over there. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounded on 4s, nothing. Snake eyes. All right, so that's the end of shooting phase. So no charges. We're just going to move into the combats. All right, so over here, my chaplain. He's got 3 base attacks. He's going to be attacking first. So 3 base attacks, hitting on 3s. All hits. Wounded on 2s. 3 wounds. 3 ups. Oh, nice. All right. Moving on to yours. So 7 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
And 4s.
Wounded on 4s.
3 armor saves.
3 armor saves. 3 2 pluses. And he makes them all. So that will continue. Now, what you've all been waiting for, this one! All right. So 2 base for my guy. Hitting on 4s. Yes, that's all he needs. Wounded on a 5. That's right. That's right. Oh! He's got the heart of a, I don't know, some kind of like weird metal slug thing.
Toaster.
He's got the heart of a toaster. The heart of a toaster. Turned out to 11. His attacks. Hitting on 4s.
Oh, Ren.
Oh no! That's it. It's a rend. Womp womp. Doo, doo, doo. All right. So you can consolidate, and that'll be the end of the Dark Angel's turn 5. Surprisingly, I did not get hold the line with my 1 unit back here and these guys all up in my grill. So I got no cards there. We'll come back. I don't even think he needs to draw cards. I think this is going to be pretty much over, but we'll play it through. We'll see what happens. So moving on to Necrons on turn 5. All right, so he drew 2 objective 1s, Kingslayer, objective 4, and Assassinate. So yeah, all those are probably going to be pretty easy to get. So moving on to Necrons turn 5. All right, so these guys are going to charge in here, try to get through, and they're in. So that'll be a whole lot more tax onto him.
I'm just going to move the Land Raider out of the way.
Yeah, move the Land Raider out of the way. I was going to say it served well, but it really didn't. It was pretty lame as far as they go. So yeah, so they're going to be in there. All right, so we'll come back to you with this fight. All right, so here we go. My chaplain is going to attack first. He's going to attack the unit that charged in on him because, you know, screw you for charging in on me. So he's got. I'll show you charges. So does that count as first round of combat with them? No, I don't think so, right?
I think it doesn't count because it's ongoing.
Because it's already ongoing. They jumped in, yeah. So he doesn't get his rerolls because I was trying to cheat. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. I did try really hard. He kind of gave me an A for effort, right? All right. And can I trade in that A for rerolls?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I can trade it for rerolls. Haha, success. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's what I get. Mind games. That's what us Dark Angels are good at. So hitting on 3s. Of course, that's what I get for that. I'm not going to take the rerolls. I know you're already yelling at me, internet. Then I'm wounded on 2s. That's a wound. And he doesn't save. I can't see. He does get up, though. Weeble wobbles. You can knock them over, but they keep getting up. So now like a gajillion and a half. So you got 7 from that first unit that's attacked.
So 21 attacks.
21 attacks coming in on me. This is going to be kind of brutal here. 21 attacks. Oof.
And 4s.
And looking for 4s. All right.
So 6.
6. So I've got 6 saves to make. Can he make Heart of a Lion? Heart of a Lion! It beats inside you! Both of them are hearts of lions! It took 2 lions to give you the 2 hearts! Can he do it? 2 pluses! Oh, you died! You died! That's the eyes of a snake. This snake! This metal snake. So he's dead. That's Warlord. And you know what? To be fair, that's game. So, so thank you, Danny, for that wonderful game. So basically, what happened was the might of a newly opened Tomb World was just too much for the Dark Angels to hold off. So I guess this is another planet that just gets lost to the Imperium. Just check it off a list in the Administratum and just nobody go there anymore. That sounds like a good plan to me. Or maybe it's time for Exterminatus? Yeah, Exterminatus. So that was a good game. So 1850, he won like a whole lot. We're not even going to go and count them all because he just won by a whole lot. But it was fun. I hope you liked it. Heart of a Lion really came through there a couple times. but then other times did not. I'm left with a bunch of scouts left. So hope you enjoyed it. Share, like, and subscribe to the video. And hopefully we'll see you next time on Glacial Geek. For the Glacial Geek web channel, I've been Phil. My opponent's been Danny. Thanks very much. And until next time, have a great one.